All right, hello, wine drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday, and our good friend Pat Carmody was in from Southern Wine and Spirits with a mixed bag of some pretty good stuff. I'd have to say, Southern, the biggest distributor in the world. Even though they have a lot of crap in their book, they have a lot of great wines. Also, you don't get to be big with just crap, man, let me tell you. These Trinchero wines, some of the most exciting new wines coming from Napa the last few years. The 2007 was the first vintage under this label. Well, the family has been making wine for several decades. They started Sutter Home Winery, and bling bling, man. They made a lot of money on that pink sweet wine, but they bought vineyards throughout Napa and developed them. They've come up with this project now that the vineyards are mature, and they've come out with these wines, which are, like I said, some of the most exciting new wines to come from Napa Valley. And for what they are, incredibly reasonably priced, and it's good to see they're getting the accolades now that on the press. Robert Parker rated one of their top wines 95 plus points, so you know the price probably going to go up. But anyways, the Merlot Chicken Ranch from Rutherford. This wine is a big Merlot here. A lot amount of savory herbs and earthy notes to the dark plum and black cherry liqueur-like fruit. Really complex bouquet here with a good hand of earth and savory herbs there. Big and chewy on the tongue with lots of everything. Loamy, earthy notes, fresh cherry, black plum. Wonderful concentration. This wine big, but still balanced and fresh on the finish. A Cabernet drinker's Merlot at $41.25, maybe priced more like a Cabernet. The Meritage is up next, and this 2010 vintage, a classic vintage in Napa, one that you want to open up in the morning if you're going to serve these wines, because they need some airtime, man. This wine's a blend of 80% Cabernet, 9% Petit Verdot, 8% Merlot, 3% Cabernet Franc. Good amount of herbs on the nose here, too. Really floral and herby bouquet here. Coffee, tobacco, spice, eucalyptus. Really complex bouquet of aromas. A big wine on the palate. This wine showing lovely balance, though, and depth of flavors. Lots of that earth and red currant, dark cherry fruit, cassis, and a host of that spice and nuance from the nose through the finish. Excellent juice at $55.25. Then the Gott Cabernet 10. This wine's mostly Cabernet, 92%, with a little bit of Merlot, Cab Franc, and Petit Verdot. They're sourcing it all from Howell Mountain, St. Helena, and Napa Hills. And this wine's got a gorgeous fruit on the nose here. Dark currant, dark cherry, really rich bouquet, some decadent oak spice, dark chocolate, toasty marshmallow. Really pretty fruity wine on the tongue, big and chewy on the palate, with a lot of that dark berry fruit, sweet tobacco spice. Really rich with layers of those nuance and spice from the nose showing through on the finish, that dark chocolate. Big and oaky, but enough fruit to match. This is most excellent juice at $58.50. The Brandlin wine's up next, and this is owned by the folks from Cuvison. This is their Mount Veeder Cabernet label, and the '09 Mount Veeder Cab got a little Malbec, Petit Verdot, and Cabernet Franc in the blend, but a really nice, gorgeous bouquet of dark cherry liqueur-like fruit, cassis, a good amount of fresh plowed earth. You can tell this is a mountain wine here. Some dark chocolate espresso notes. Really forward and seductive, this 2009 vintage, but has wonderful structure too. These wines drinking, a little better than 2010, but I'll tell you, you want to keep the '09s open a day. Also, they're much better on the second day. Their tannins round out, and this wine's got wonderful structure here, depth of flavor through the finish. Excellent juice. And it should be at $96. The Mount Veeder 2010. I just like these the 2010s a little better for the most part for aging and their structure. This wine has got a lovely nose, like dark chocolate chip, mint cookie, herbs, a good amount of dark cherry and currant berry fruit. Really well endowed, lots of everything here, and very rich and concentrated. And wow, a big wine on the tongue as well. Firm tannins, a healthy dose of acidity here, holding things in place. A lot of that dark earth and spice showing through on the finish. This wine should last for a decade or more easily in your cellar. Most excellent. $65. I don't know. I like the 2010 version better, and it's more expensive. I don't know if the prices are right on these wines. Pat, can you please double check them for me and make sure? Because you gave me a list, but not all the wines were on the list. And anyways, this is the bootleg Cabernet from Mount Veeder. It's all state fruit, 1,200-foot elevation. This wine's got 13% Malbec, 11% Petit Verdot, and 1% Cabernet Franc. In with the Cabernet. This is a homage to his wine-growing family that lives in Napa and established this vineyard site originally in the 20s. So I don't know, they were bootleggers, I guess. I don't know, the Brandlin was the family name. That's who they're paying homage to. But anyways, this wine has got a good amount of minerality to the nose. Like I said, you really notice these mountain wines with that fresh earth and really well-endowed bouquet of aromas, dark chocolate, fine herbs, dark currants, and cassis berry fruit. big and chewy on the tongue. These 2010s are going to need a little time. A lot of fruit with layers of that spice and earth and dark chocolate and a lot of minerality here. Lots of everything. Most excellent juice. That's what we had to drink with our friend Pat Carmody from Southern Wine and Spirits. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.